you want to use my labor. You want to become, put it exactly what I'm going to say it. I will become Antonio's labor and use Antonio's labor to create my own labor force. I will become Antonio's labor and use Antonio's labor force to create my own labor force. It is at this moment I have said the wisest thing I have said in all of this year. Okay, got you. Everybody got me. Say it all the time. I'll say it to you again so you can have a full understanding of what I'm talking about. And I know this is difficult. If you're having trouble grasping this, it has nothing to do with your intelligence. It has everything to do that they've never taught you how to be rich. They've taught you how to be an employee. So this isn't your fault. Like this has nothing to do with you. The whole system, especially if you're a baby boomer, y'all have been used terribly. Don't get me started on that, right? Y'all have been misused in every country. Baby boomers are currently, right now, the largest transfer of wealth happening in the next 15 years is the baby boomers transferring their wealth to millennials. You also transfer, what they're not telling you is you're giving that to taxes too. The same programs they're denying you to get at retirement age is the same programs you funded for the last 35 years. I wish I had a baby boomer. Okay, you funded it. It exists because of you. And now they say, I don't know, Steve. I don't know. You got to apply. And we know that's garbage. Okay, that's garbage. So what's the point there? It's because they taught you how to be my labor force. I'm teaching you how to be my labor force, then use my labor force to get your own labor force. That's what I meant by that sentence I had you write down. Because you got to start somewhere, right? But you're going to go in the flow and then take my money. How? Because I'm paying all this money and all these people to do all these calls and to make sure all this is working. And you're going to take that, which is an asset, which I'm breaking down, and then you're going to put it into a hard asset like real estate, and that those renters become Steve's labor force. I'm preaching in here, Pam Norris. That's it right there. There is no other way to think about this. If you do, you're just not going to keep your money. It's not enough to get it. How do I keep it? Because if you can get to the top 1%, that money is going to keep growing whether you want it to or not. If you can keep it. Okay, if you can keep it. That's what happened. This is how I live. My money grows whether I want it to grow or not. Of course I want it to. But it's going to keep growing. There's nothing I can do about it at this point because it has labor forces everywhere. People go to jobs they can't stand, Steve. With bosses, they want to punch in the mouth. With co-workers, they can't wait to block on social media as soon as they find out they own. To cut me a check. Just to live in a house they got to leave 40 hours a week. What a good life. You understand? For me, not so much for them. And we want to put you in the same position. Is that fair? That's literally the rat race is what I described. Now, back to assets. In the assetness, the reason why you can trust Antonio or the reason why you can trust Raquel or anything I build is not because I'm smart. It's because I have the right vehicle. My vehicle produces income. So now going back to that sentence I made you write. You're going to become my labor and use my asset. But don't depend on my vehicle. That's what I told you. Put it in the vehicle you got control over. Ooh-wee. Do you understand? You take my energy, my money, and move that to a vehicle that you run. And anyone not telling you this is really just trying to control you. Okay? All right. So we good. We good foundation. So now I took my 3 minutes and added extra 13 minutes on top of it because of the question that Monica put down there versus cash and assets. Yeah, cash or assets. Cash is trash. However, you're going to use cash to create assets. And we want income producing assets. And you always want to take your income back to a vehicle you control. But that vehicle needs to be hard vehicles. The statement I'm about to say next is going to blow your mind. And you've never been taught it before. I'm still going to say it. No one has ever got rich from business. And I know that's hard to believe. There's not a single rich businessman or woman in the world. And you're going, wait, that doesn't make sense. Because they are rich. They're investors. They are not business people no more, especially if you go public. If you go public, you've turned your vehicle into an investment vehicle. If you try to keep your income into a business, you will never be super wealthy. Why? Because business has too many expenses. And business is always at the mood of the market. But investments grow no matter what, if it's a good one. This is why many companies go public. Because that now turns that business into both a business and an investment. Because it has investors. You call them what it's called, when you buy stocks, shareholders is what I'm looking for. Those shareholders are now the business. The shareholders are the business and the customers are the product. But actually, let me back it up. That's how Facebook works. The shareholders are the business. The product is the product. And the customers are the bank account, basically. That's how most businesses work. With the advent of the information age, what I said the first time is how business works now. Social media, if you join something for free, you are the product. And advertisers like me are the customers. So if you have a Facebook account, Twitter account, any account, you're the product. And then they're selling you to me, and I'm their customer. That's that. So we have a full understanding here. Any questions so far? Because if you think that was high, we gone. All right, everybody's good.